darkness on the void today.
This is a holiday.
God was in the God was in darkness.
Hey, what's going on? I'm in Nights. Told you I'll be back at you. Unfortunately, due to my work situation, I was unable to get that video to you. 513, where everything happened by divine planning and divine ordinance. So I told you I was going to drop this information to you about the movie Bruce Lee did. But before I expound on that, I would like to shed some light on something. We've been saying these words often. We be saying the word mother. We be saying the word father often. But we not understanding just how powerful those words is. You see, the word mother is also my other. That's right. So not only is your mother my other, because we did come from my mother, but your partner, your wife, your soulmate, she is, you could say, your other. It's applicable to you. You could say, my other. Because in the word mother is M-O-T-H-E-R. And you look inside of mother, you'll see that if you move the M away from mother, you have O-T-H-E-R, other. So it's without no shadow of a doubt that your woman is liking your mother. Because they say that when a boy become a man, that he naturally wants a woman like his mother. And the same thing applies for a young girl, that she naturally wants a man like her father. So without no shadow of a doubt that you see these signs here that my other, M is 13. It's the 13th letter in the alphabet. And it's important in these signs. We're going to talk a little more about that in the future. But I want to prick your psyche on that. And in the word father, you have fat her, right? How do you spell father? Father is spelled F-A-T-H-E-R. And you have F-A-T, fat, and then you have her. Because the man's supposed to fatten his woman up mentally. He's supposed to fatten her up mentally. He's supposed to fatten her up mentally, spiritually, not negatively, emotionally, positively. Because we are naturally the protector, the provider. So it only makes sense that you also have her inside of the father. All these signs come from, the realms come from the ancient ones. As above, so below. As outer, so inner. That doesn't mean that the woman is father. And I don't want women to think that you are a man, because we know that you are a vehicle used in a higher sense, that you are a spacecraft, if you will. Because in that space was crafted life form. You are the carrier. You bring life into this world as a teleporting apparatus of divine feminine origin. So let's not forget that your husband is that fact of information when you are relying to connect yourself with the right one. As is your woman is your mother, my other. So respect your mother and lower your wings to the womb that bore you. And let's get into this meat. It's a movie I was watching. Bruce Lee is one of the greatest martial arts experts around. I was watching this movie, and the movie is called Game of Death. It's an interesting name. I recommend y'all go see it. But in the movie Game of Death, it's dealing with a temple. Bruce Lee encountered a lot of men that he ended up beating up, killing, and fighting. But outside of all of the scripts that wasn't really up to today's standards, Bruce Lee yet still wrote something that's very heavy. See, in the movie, Bruce Lee sneaks into the temple. And when Bruce Lee sneaks into the temple, you'll notice Bruce Lee is wearing the color gold, black strip, like a bumblebee. It's one of Bruce Lee's favorite colors. But why? When you understand that a bee is the first word in human being. See? Being is B-E-I-N-G. And the bee is similar to what we are, because some of us are human beings, some of us are mankind. He created mankind. So again, Bruce Lee is wearing these colors. And those colors represent something on a higher consciousness. Remember I told you on Instagram, I said that right here is the temple, right? Your eyes is the pupil, right? Bruce Lee is inside the temple. It's reminiscent of you. Bruce Lee walked up the steps. He stopped at the third step. How many items did he grab? He grabbed 2 items. He grabbed what looks like a whip, and he grabbed his nunchucks. 32. Bruce Lee steps up the steps, and he stopped. When he stopped, the camera shifts to his opponent, right? He's sitting on his throne, and the picture shows the dragon, the eye. It shows this side of the eye as the man sit up off his throne. Why did it show the dragon's eye? The man get up and he get to tapping. Now all that is dealing with secret society dialogue. You know, he's tapping, rapping. Now mind you, Bruce Lee tapped, and he rat-tat-tat-tat back. How many times did he tap? Don't you know the same number of taps that Bruce Lee tapped is the same time of the movie? 1 hour and 24 minutes and 11. The rap was 142. He tapped 1 time, 4 times, 2 times, 142. But why did it ends on 11 on the movie? Because 11 is a master number, and Bruce Lee is a master inside the temple. That's the first opponent, and it's important because it's key. I'm not going to get too deep into it because it's dealing with a higher aspect of things. But we got to feed you meat. And he rat-tat-tat. 1, 4, 2. And as Bruce Lee rat-a-tat-tat, Bruce Lee hit him. What he hit him at? He marked him on his forehead. 1. Because it's dealing with the pineals, dealing with opening up the pineal. Bruce Lee rat-a-tat-tat to show him, my eyes open. You see? And that they engage in combat some more, what did Bruce Lee do? He whacked him on the other side. 1, then 1. 1 and 1. That X factor. See, it's not no mistake that you see these signs in the movie, because you got 1, started out with 1, and then Bruce Lee hit him, and he formed the X. 1 and X. X is 10. With 1, it's 11. Finite number. That 11 again. The 11 that makes up the full ending of that movie. 124:11. Bruce Lee beats up and murks his second opponent, right? When he do so, before he moves up to the third step, which is moving up that third level, because all this is dealing with the vertebrae is dealing inside of you, because you are the temple. It stopped and it paused, and it shows two individual square brightened with a star symbols, bricks, because now you're on the second level. And it showed these eyes of the dragon again, huh? Because it's a dragon behind the two bricks that has the stars crested, because now he's moving up the level. Bruce Lee steps up and he walks up because he done beat the first opponent past the second level. Now he's moving up to the third level. What he see when he steps up amazes him, because this is where the signs get deep, because you understand Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is reminiscent of the Elohim. Remind you, Bruce Lee wrote all this. When he steps up the third level, he see this giant. Why do they have a black giant? Because the black is reminiscent of the carbon, 666, 6 electrons, 6 protons. Not only that, but then the black melon is the reptilian side. But Bruce Lee know, because he did his science. Why he did his science? And why did he do his science? And the way he did his science was deep. Because as he got to the third level and he see this God, this Elohim being, it's encoded, because in the game of death is broken up. It's hidden meanings. The first letter is G. G.AME, G. The next letter is O, as in remove the O, remove the G. Next is death, remove the D from death, and you got G-O-D. Game of death. Game, G, of, O, death, D, G-O-D, God. Now he's looking at this Elohim because he's dealing with the God body, he's dealing with the death and the whole transformation. Bruce Lee had to fight the Elohim. He's fighting this being because it's really inside of him he's fighting. Now Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is appeared to be blind, but he's a master, yet still it made it seem like he can't see. But a person who can't see don't need to see when your eyes is open in a dark place, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is in a dark place. And why did they use Kareem Abdul-Jabbar out of all people? A black melanated man. Because again, 666 is nothing more than carbon. Carbon is dealing with black, the blackness. So as Bruce Lee fights, he encountered, and as he fights him, you get the rest of the testimony, he come to realize that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, which is this Elohim that he's fighting, he go to see, looking in his eyes, he's kind of blind. But then he hit him with the light, and that light is reminiscent of the light being enlightened from lightness, from darkness to light, because the dark aspect of things have to be hit with the light to illuminate you to the truth. And the sun only kills those who are not pigmented with the carbon. But he's hitting with the light because Bruce Lee is now understanding the purpose and the origins of things inside of the self, because the body again is the temple. This is the temple. You are the pupil. Bruce Lee is the pupil inside the temple. And Bruce Lee gets Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, this Elohim giant, in the chokehold, and he taps him out. But key on that as Bruce Lee taps him out and he choking him out, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the giant, he reached and he holds on to a purple cloth and he puts a master grip on it. Bruce Lee snaps his neck. Why did they do that? Why did they show that? Don't you know that the whole word royal, R-O-L-A-Y, is Laor when you spell it backwards? R-O-Y-A-L, royal. The last two letters on the end is La, as in no in Arabic, but L-A is the 13 again. And lay, or, is like a layer, a brick layer. It's interesting things to think about. So he moves up to the fourth, and he go up the fourth stairs. He encountered this Caucasian. And the Caucasian is held up by transparent, illusionary, the mirror. And Bruce Lee seeing within himself the breaking the glass. In the game of death, he had to die of the old self to resurrect anew. And dying of things around him. Ultimately, the man ended up killing himself. In a nutshell, I want to get these signs to you because you got to die like the phoenix, out with the old and in with the new. And you have to understand that you are a temple. And the signs that Bruce Lee laid down is just simply saying a lot more in life. Because more knowledge, more information gets you more access to the Elohim within you. Know thyself, as the ancients say. These signs and synchronicity resonate with us because we all have the potential to be Elohim. I'll share a little more light upon this rock because I said to you on Instagram that inside you is the pupil, who is the master. And if you're a pupil, right here, inside the temple, who is the master? What is the highest place on your head? Your hat rack. What's the highest place on your head? Your brain. B, Ra, N. The highest place is Ra, that's inside of you. It's no mistake, which I'm going to get into these signs that you have, is real. Is Ra, El. On that note, we'll talk to you more. Stay tuned, subscribe and like, and be looking for the next breakdown as I shed some more light to you about is Ra, El, Israel. I am Anubis. I am Anubis, Amir. I'm elusive. The Black Jackal. This is ÅMØNTOLOGY. Stay tuned for more.